Hey, this is Ethan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the RockyMounts GuideRail on the back of our 2023 Cadillac XT4. The GuideRail is a 2-bike platform style bike rack capable of holding 2 bikes up to 60 pounds each, primarily with this dual wheel mount, and there's one on each tire, which allows you to not make frame contact. So if you wanted to transport your carbon frame bikes or accommodate alternative frame bikes, this would be a perfect rack to do that. Additionally, it does offer the ability to tilt away with the bikes loaded. It's by using this blue lever in the back and letting the rack down. It is a pretty aggressive tilt, so I will say accessing that with both bikes loaded might be kind of tricky, but when it's tilted away, as you can see, we get a ton of clearance and enough room back here to sit down and change our shoes if we needed to, and plenty of room to get anything out of the back that we might need for our ride. To get the bike unloaded, first we need to undo these hoops. So just by pulling that, releases them, and you can slide each one down. I like to just try to hold onto the bike the whole time if I can, because there are only those 2 points. So once they're off, the bike will move freely, and I can get it up and away. Before I move this mount back, you can see that there are different spots for you to adjust this to accommodate different tire sizes. And you can hear it ratchets back, or you can open this up and it'll slide back smoothly. You can close that to lock it in place. The trays themselves accommodate a wheelbase of up to 55 inches and a tire width of 3 inches. Now, anytime you do have something added onto your hitch, it's going to add a little bit of distance to the back of the vehicle. To see exactly how much, measure from the bumper to the furthest point back. In our case, it's about 27 3/4 inches. So honestly not terrible compared to some of the other racks that we've tested. As you can see, there's a pretty significant rise in the rack itself. So from the ground clearance to the furthest point back, probably being this blue handle, it's about 26 1/4 inches. And there is a significant rise like I mentioned. So ground clearance, I definitely wouldn't worry about too much with this rack. If you want to save a little bit of space, using that same handle, you can release it and fold the rack up and lock it in place that way. Now to see how much distance we have in this case, comes in at about 11 inches. So you're saving a ton of space. It's gonna make it way easier to park in your garage or in a spot. I will say it does get kind of close to the back of our bumper here, coming in at just over 1.5 inches from the closest point. But RockyMounts does do a great job in their build quality, so I don't see it getting much closer than that. The rack has a 2-inch shank fit into our 2x2-inch receiver tube, held in place by an anti-rattle bolt that does lock on the end. So it's nice that the bolt not only secures the rack to the receiver, but the lock secures the rack as well, keeping both everything sturdy and secure. Overall, the RockyMounts GuideRail is a premium option to get a couple of bikes up to 60 pounds each wherever you need them to go. I do like the dual wheel mount design, so it doesn't make any frame contact, and folding and tilting are always a nice feature. I think as far as it goes, this is probably one of the best options that we have, and it's a really solid fit on the 2023 Cadillac XT4.
We're going to take it out here on the test course. First thing we're going to do is hit the bumps. We're just going to see what it's like if we did hit some speed bumps. I'm watching the bike, watching how it holds on the tires. It looks like it moves just a little bit, not too much. This is mostly standard with other bike racks, so nothing to worry about. The bike doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Now we're going to go a little bit faster in the parking lot. I'm going to take some aggressive turns and see how it handles there. Looks like it's fine. I see a little movement again, but again, the bike's not going anywhere, so I don't have to worry about it.